Hey guys, welcome back to the 5-Hour Show. I'm your host, Raymond. And as you can see here, we've got Star Wars. That's right. So today's video is a little different. There's no Transformers today. Today we're going to be working with Star Wars. And one of the things that I've always wanted to do was drill holes into the Star Wars figures. That's right. So, as you may have known, well, let's get started. So, if you know what this little baggie means, that means that I picked up some Star Wars bottle caps. That's right. So, let's see what we got. Okay, first off, there is Luke, Dagobah Luke with Yoda. And then it was kind of funny because it came with a R2. So I thought that was really funny. I had to pick up the set. You know, the three main characters in the middle of the Empire Strikes Back. Yoda, Luke, and R2. So that was kind of funny. So, now we're not going to drill holes into these guys, at least not yet. But what we are going to do is test it. And the reason we're going to test it on the prequels figures is because if something goes sour, then I don't want to. So we're not going to test it on Django or Dooku right now. These don't look like they would have much to offer, so I'm going to put those aside as well. Now here we've got Darth Mauls, and here we've got some Ben Kenobis, and an old Ben Kenobi, and what I would consider a both prequel and sequel trilogy. I'm sorry, original trilogy character, the Jawa, the Sand People. I'm sorry, not Jawa, the what are they called? I know they're Sand People, but there was another name for them, I believe. Well, anyway, so we've got these 6 here. So this is what I thought I would do, and I wanted to test it on old Ben Kenobi. Now, I think old Ben here had a lightsaber. I'm not sure. Doesn't know. Can't tell. But here we have these Ben Kenobis. So I think I will try it on this one. So now, what are we going to do? We're going to drill a hole in them. Let's go. Let's drill. No. We're going to find something out today. See, he's doing that Jedi spin. Uh-oh. My drill busted. Well, that's it, guys. Shoot. Okay, so that hurt. Okay. So we drilled a hole. Now you're wondering, okay, well, what size drill was that before it broke? This was a I believe it's a 1.0 millimeter. I have a second one. Where is that one? Which is a 1.5. So that's what we were working with. 1.0, 1.5. Now this is busted and I could still use it. I just gotta ditch the other part. So you can still use it. Now you're saying, okay, well, if you're drilling a hole, what are you going to use? I am going to use a small paper clip, just a regular paper clip. So the theory is, and I don't know if it'll work, but the theory is, if the inside of the figurine is solid, then drilling holes will be no problem. So the next hole we're going to drill is we're just going to go right here. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm not worried about the little holes, guys. But I am going to drill holes in these guys. So yeah, that was not... It should have been around here, but okay. So now we're going to drill a hole here. And that one was pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. I don't know, is that going to be any good or... Yep, that's fine. All right, guys. Well, that's it. We drilled holes in our old Obi Wan Kenobi. Now, yeah, we did mess up here. Oh, well. This was just a test. I bought this figure specifically for the test. Like I said, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let me adjust the camera. You can see closer what I'm doing. I'm now going to... Well, you know what? Let's start with the... You know what? Let's just decapitate him. Sorry, guys. I don't know how you feel about that. Your boy just got decapitated. So, Obi-Wan, Headmaster Star Wars. Yeah, I know, I'm a nerd. Okay, now we're going to cut around the arm. You're saying, well, what are you doing, Raymond? Well, if this works, and you know what? Gotta use this one too, guys, sorry. There we go. It's been something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, that's for sure. But I repeat, I do not want to cut my fingers. And let's see if this works. There we go. Do you understand more or less what's going on here, guys? I am cutting up Obi-Wan. I don't think he's gonna like it, but I'm doing it. Now, here's the tricky one. So it would be, actually, I'm supposed to drill all the way through. Forgot about that. So, all right, and okay, so once again, let's see if we can't re-drill this one. Okay, and now we're going to cut. Jeez. Okay, so let's cut here. Now we're going to cut here. And this is very awkward here. There we go. So it's cut. And now we're going to cut again. The second cut will be a little harder. Again, you cannot cut all the way through. The part that's hardest right now is right here. And I do not want to slice my finger, guys. And I do not want to break my cutter. What a crappy cutter. Oh, brother. Okay. This one's going to make it harder. Or easier, I don't know. It's a little easier. I know you guys are saying, well, why don't you heat up the blade? You're right. But if I heat up the blade, I could damage the plastic. And I'm not trying to damage the plastic. And it looks like I'm doing that now. Very interesting. Feels like there's something in the middle. I wonder if my drill cracked inside. No, there it is. My drill broke on the inside. That's what was preventing it from cutting. Okay, so here we are. Now we've got, there you go, guys. What's left of Obi Wan? Nothing but legs. So, okay, so now we've got something to work with. So here are his legs. Sorry, yeah, here are his legs, his head, and his arms. Now let's see if my project here will work today. So now we're going to cut pieces and parts of this paperclip and see if it works. So first off, we're going to cut, let's see, I want to say obviously the measurement of this, so give it a little bit bigger, and then we're going to put this back in the correct way. There we go. For some reason this is getting real hard. Start here. Now I did mess up. I was supposed to round off the corners, is that right? Okay, well, anyway, we'll get to that in a bit. Now we need more. Yep, that's not what I wanted to do. I knew it. Okay, and as a future warning, have band-aids ready to go. It wasn't the cutter that was going to cut me, it was a damn paper clip. So, okay, so now okay, so luckily I have this metal magnet here. Well, obviously by this point you guys now know what I'm doing. I am articulating these Star Wars Bottlecap figures. Now it's probably not the first time you've seen it. I've never done it and I've always wanted to do it, but you'll have to see, my drilling was off on this part here. It was too close to the shoulder. The other one was okay, but, and then the other thing is like the arm, the legs. Yeah, but let's finish it. Let's see what happens here. And oh, that's right. I don't know if that's gonna work though. Initially I wanted to give it waist articulation, but these two going across may interfere, and so I don't know if it will work. We could try it, but again, don't know if it'll work. Most likely you will use one or two of your, I'm sorry, one or two of your paper clips. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word for some reason. I'm working with one now. Yeah, so most likely. Now, if this doesn't, so now let's see if we can't push this all the way down. Wait a minute. Star Wars figures did not have waist articulation, did they? No, I guess we're fine. You know what? Just leave it at that. So now we're going to cut and there you go. Now articulated little Obi Wan, but there's still a problem. His legs won't move, and that's simply because we didn't cut the corners. So we were supposed to round off those corners. Let's see if we can't do it now. There we go. Now he can sit down. You're saying, well, he's on that bottle cap. Yeah, you're right. He is on that bottle cap. And no longer. He has been freed from the bottle cap. So now we have an articulated Star Wars figure. Bottle cap mini figure. Now, of course, you guys can spend more time on yours than I did on mine. But we're not finished yet. So we'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, so here's our figure. And it looks terrible. Look at that. All that blue is showing. You know. So I'm mixing up some Mr. Hobby, Mr. Color white. It's simple white. And I've got some orange yellow Mr. Color number 58. The white, I believe, was number 1. Yeah, so I'm mixing it out real nice and mixing. Get some brushes. What kind doesn't matter. Old used brushes I'm fine with. And then we're going to mix a little bit of the white on this newspaper. just a tad of that yellow. And let's mix it up, see what happens. Okay, so I'm fine with it. I did not wash the figure because, as I mentioned before, this was more of a test. But I want to see what it looks like painted. His arm fell. Okay. So we just painted him a basic color, which was white mixed with orange yellow. And we are going to set him down for a bit. Okay, so now we've got our figure. It's a little dry. It's not completely dry, but it's a little dry. Once again, it looks like crap. The color mixture was wrong. The white is more of an off-white. So I tried to replicate the color, but it didn't work. And that's fine. Again, this is just a test. But now, we're going to mix some blue. Oh, that's really green. Okay, so I've got an orange here, number 59. And we will try this color, see what happens. It's a little bit darker. Okay, so that is the one we needed. It looks terrible, guys. That looks terrible. But it is a test. It's been articulated. You can move the arms. In this case, it's the brown is still fresh. And you can move the legs. So it's been articulated. And you still have the stand. So you could do that. No, it doesn't stick because, but there's the figure. Now, I made a mistake. I guess I should have painted the parts separately and then reassembled it. So I got more of that brown on there, but it doesn't matter. It was a test, and here's the original. So yeah, that yellowish, the pea color. I needed to get some off-white, so I'm gonna have to get some of that paint. I'm gonna have to focus on paints. But the point is, we cut it up, we articulated it, and now we have a micro Obi Wan Kenobi. Now I know it's fresh and I'm touching it and everything, and that's fine, because this was, again, a test. I wanted to see if I can drill holes, articulated it with some paper clips, and see, now he's looking sideways. His ponytail fits perfectly. So that's what I wanted to do. That's what I've been wanting to do for a long time. So yeah, I'll have to invest in some tiny little brushes, because yeah, those details are terrible. My big old brushes are just no good. But considering I articulated it, it's not bad. You know, it's free from its cap, and you can move his legs. It's like a 5.0 Kenner Star Wars. That's what I was going for. So I thought that was pretty cool, you know. But anyway, that does it for today's video. I want to say thank you for watching, coming to the show. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. Share, like, comment. Let us know what you think. And with that, I say thank you. God bless you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And I will gladly see you guys on the next episode of the 5 Hour Show. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye.